Good day, everyone, and welcome to the Men of F.E.A.S.T. Today, our topic is accumulating positive emotions. So what are positive emotions? Of course, there's happiness and joy, but you should also consider such emotions as serenity, hope, inspiration, pleasure, gratitude, love, enjoyment, pride, self-confidence. By accumulating positive emotions, you effectively replenish your emotional reserves, reduce your vulnerabilities, and give yourself a reason to pick yourself back up after suffering the frustrations of eating disorder caregiving. The goal of accumulating positive emotions is to increase your ups by making the ups more frequent, longer in duration, and more stable. In the short term, this means doing some sort of pleasant thing or having an experience that is possible right now, no matter how small and trivial, and doing something similar every day. In the long term, this means living according to your values and allowing your values to guide your goals so that you can restructure your life around enjoying positive experiences instead of only enduring negative ones. It's about relearning how to live a life that isn't entirely dominated by the day-to-day struggle with an eating disorder. It shifts the focus from enduring or fending off negative experiences and emotions to actually seeking out positive experiences and emotions and enjoyment. The goal is to slowly fill your life up with these positive experiences so you're fighting those aforementioned battles less often. Think of positive events as reinforcers that activate you to continue seeking them. The absence of positive experiences creates a vulnerability to continuing suffering. So for what other reason is it important to accumulate positive emotions? Well, your mental and physical health, certainly. But the most compelling reason is that you are a model. You have the distinct capability during this challenge to support your loved one with rewiring neural pathways for communications, actions, and the expression of emotions. They need you. They're learning from your example. The idea behind accumulating long-term positive emotions is to build a life worth living, but also experience that life as you're building it. In other words, make changes in your life so that more positive events and resulting positive emotions will be present. There are 7 steps. Number 1, avoid avoiding. Start now to do what is needed to build the life you want. You need to make the active choice to pursue accumulating positive experiences and be an active part of that accumulation, rather than hoping that these experiences will just happen by chance. Number 2, identify values that are important to you. Remember, values are not goals. Values are not outcomes. Values are not somewhere out in the future. They are modes of living, markers for establishing priorities, methodologies for making decisions, and foundational pursuits. They help you to establish direction and meaning, and they have no end point like achievement of a goal does. Step number 3, identify one value to work on now. From where you are right at this point in time, what would benefit you the most? Your criteria for determining which value you work on first could be all sorts of things, as long as at the core, it's about bringing something positive into your life. Number 4, identify a few goals related to this value. Be very specific. Ask yourself what specific goals you can work on that will make this value a part of my life. This value becomes the guiding force behind your goals. Step 5, choose one goal to work on now. You might want to start with something small and easily achievable so that you don't get discouraged. You also might want to pick a goal that has a strong degree of immediacy attached to it, meaning that achieving this goal means instant or near instant improvement to your life in a significant way. Number 6, identify small action steps toward your goal. What small steps can you take to get to your goal? Break these steps into smaller components so that each step becomes a series of smaller steps. it becomes easier to make progress because small tasks don't seem nearly as daunting as tackling the whole goal at once. Number 7, take one action step now. You have to make sure you're actually taking action rather than just making plans and not following through. Incremental improvement is the process here, and that also represents an effective cadence. And it's something for us to keep in mind as we support our loved ones on the road to recovery. Remember, accumulating positive emotions isn't just about your physical and mental well-being. You're also a model, and that's why those 7 steps are so important. We're modeling those steps to our loved one. They may not be able to take on those steps in the moment, but they're learning by watching us. So please consider accumulating positive emotions.